what were your first thoughts when Dan Millis sent out a message saying we are moving to electronic logs, and this is the future of Millis transfer. That's safety orientated, and this is where we're going to head is electronic logging, and we're going to transform to that in 2010. What was your first initial thoughts?
Actually, I had two sides to that, actually. One side of me was looking forward to it because it was obviously going to be something that happened. And the other side of me was in the mode of, okay, am I going to make as much money as I am now? Am I going to get the miles I'm getting? Am I going to be able to do this? And then I sort of weighed the opposite, because at first they wanted volunteers for it. My memory serves me correctly. So I went ahead and volunteered for it. What I quickly learned was that my miles didn't change. I actually took my breaks, my complete breaks, essentially getting more rest, or I should say more quality rest. You stop for 10 hours, you stay stopped for 10 hours. It took a while to get used to it though. Once I got used to it, that's when I quickly realized that my miles are the same and my pay hasn't changed. And I don't go down the road worrying about, if I get pulled over, they're going to check and see if I was here at X amount of time. And, God forbid there be an accident. Any lawyers are going to go through and find something with a paper log. I don't care what it is. He's going to find something if he's a good lawyer. With e-logs, that part of the stress of the job went out the window. It was gone. And the miles may have dropped a little bit. You're talking 3,800 versus 3,200. But in the overall scope at the end of the year, that's when I noticed that the money was the same.
Right.
It's weird how it worked out. And now, after an hour and a half, once I start getting attention, just going to sit me here, I'm fine.
Right.
That's a little bit of the stress level that went down also. Because you said you don't make money. The wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning, as the saying goes. I don't understand why the industry, some of the guys in the industry are fighting e-logs though. I don't understand it. I run 100% legal, but then they stick their foot in their mouth, and 5 seconds later, they talk about how if they run out of hours, then they do this and they do that. You just have to manage your hours. It's all about managing your hours. You manage your hours right, plan your stops, plan your breaks, plan where you're going to stop. If this place is full, try to stop early enough to where you get to the next one. Eventually, you're going to find a place to park if you plan your hours right. That's the key that a lot of people are not understanding right now, and I can't really make them understand it. They just have to do it. New guys coming on board, coming through the schools now. Looking back on when I started, none of this stuff was even available. And the guys coming in now, they're coming in with e-logs, they're coming in with cameras, they're coming in with the mitigation, the collision avoidance, the lane departure, all this other stuff that are being offered on the trucks now. It's part of it. This is how they know, this is the equipment they know. So, they don't know about, what it's like to run paper logs, which, by the way, I cannot stand doing paper logs anymore. Speaking of which, mine went down about 2 months ago. I guess I had to run paper log for 4 days. That was the worst 4 days of my life. I could not stand it. I could not wait to get up here and get it taken care of. So yeah, I'm all about some e-logs. And also, speaking of the hours, Marco's obviously my dispatcher. I update him on my hours when I'm running on my recap, which I prefer to do. I don't like that 34-hour reset sitting in a truck stop somewhere. I don't like sitting that long. But he manages my miles like I manage my hours, and it's a really good working combination. I tell him what I have available on Friday, how many miles I think I can cover, and he dispatches me what's available. So I think that's kind of a two-sided coin, because your driver's got to communicate with dispatch, and dispatch has to communicate with the driver. One hand washes the other one. And as long as you get that good work ethic, or that relationship built, then the miles are going to be there. It boils back down to managing your hours. That's the bottom line. I personally am proactive with it. Because he's got a lot of drivers. All the dispatchers have a lot of drivers on the board, and for them to sit there and have to figure out each of their drivers' hours, there's a lot more work on them. That takes away from their productivity. So I just, like I said, on Friday, especially when I'm running a recap, I just figure out what I've got. I tell him what I'm picking up tonight, tomorrow night. If I'm only picking up 4 hours for Saturday, he can't dispatch me on a 600-mile run and me drop it by Saturday night. It's just impossible. I can run some Saturday, but I can, drop it or deliver it on Sunday. So I make him aware of, what I've got picking up, and these are my total hours available through Monday night, for example. And he plans accordingly. It works for him. It works also on e-logs. I pull through a scale, they're checking logbooks. They say I'm on e-logs, I just blow right on through. have a good day. See you next time around. And it's been like that since 2010 when I went on. I did get checked in New York one time, and he went in it a little deeper to see what my available hours were. I went back to 7 days, see if I'd went over my 14 or, over my 11, I should say. And he looked at it real quick, and he knew what he was looking for, though, so I'll give him credit for that. I didn't have to show him anything. He goes, I know it, just hand it here, I'll find what I need. And I was in there about 20 minutes. They did a level 3, and I was on my way. And that's what I like to see.
Right.
And the no violations.